Everyone has a choice to make, and sometimes it's real life over philanthropy.
You may as well call me AT&T because I am always raising the bar.
Hair is my thing, and problems, I solve them.
In a sea full of clownfish, I'm a shark. Don't be on the menu.
You and me are not the same. I don't chase money. I be money.
I put my heart into the music and no time into the BS.
They say everything is bigger in Texas, but I think that the drama in this group was bigger. Let's take a look.
I give myself pancakes because I want pancakes.
But Ty, like,
that's why I got pancake mixed
but
on with
Ty, we're having a brunch for everyone though.
Okay, so everyone can cook pancakes.
Well, you're making pancakes. Yourself. So you gotta make them.
Anybody could have made pancakes. Why? I felt like you was trying to punk me out or something. Like, why I gotta be the one to make pancakes? It was weird.
Yeah, was it selfish? Absolutely. Especially when people are like walking in the kitchen and they're like, oh my God, you're making pancakes. And you're like, yes, but I'm only making 3. Sorry, bitch.
Fucking in the back or figure it the motherfucking out. Ty, get the fuck in the back. Bitch, you wanna get the fuck in this back seat or we gonna figure it the fuck out. The way I'm feeling, bitch, you don't know.
Wait, hold on. Ty, come on. Wait, Ty. Okay.
Wait.
Okay, y'all.
Come on, bitch, no. I'm not Gerald. Come on.
Okay, bitch.
Come on. You wanna swing? Let's swing.
Bitch, wait. Bitch, don't motherfucking. Bitch, hold on. Get your ass in the back or figure it the fuck out, ho.
How can I put your hand on each other though?
Just tell them to go to his living quarter. Tell them to go to his living quarter.
What is y'all doing?
Bitch, nobody's in the Girl.
Maliek, I feel like in my heart you hear that man.
Girl, I hear him after he choked me.
Woman, you was wrong for.
Bitch, I was okay. Whatever.
But I do agree with you.
I don't give a fuck.
But he's mad because you put
I will. Okay, I understand it, Greg. I understand it. But it has.
So ask the group, how was it? How when y'all found out if the group going to Texas? What is the first stop? I want to ask the group.
Who paying for this?
That part, I was excited too.
I asked all financial questions. Where we staying? Do we have to put in our fee? Like, is everybody in their own room? That was literally no cap. That was my first question.
Well,
I want to know.
I was blank. Like,
Was you excited though?
I was excited of meeting everybody and get to stay with everybody, but I was also observing
Everybody.
Yeah.
I think that was the same sentiment because we always did like little spurts. But being to where I had to be around y'all all together at one time, I was a little nervous. But I was excited at the same time. But I also, because we're traveling, but I also didn't know how it was going to turn out between everybody.
Gotcha. Maliek, was you excited?
I was definitely excited. I was like, this is my first time I'm traveling in a minute. We had been in the house. So I was like excited.
Yeah.
I'm like, shoot, I'm still celebrating my birthday. I want to turn up. Like,
And we sorry that you weren't able to go, Jamie.
Yeah, I wish I would have been able to go. I was managing a restaurant at that time and trying to franchise.
Sure, bye.
Manners, learn them. So, I wish I was able
You're
to
still
go.
making about $40K a year. Girl, bye. Over $40K a year.
Wait, Bryson, let's leave by example. Bryson, let's leave by example.
You got
But anyway, so yeah, unfortunately I couldn't be there, but I'm glad you had a lot of fun.
We did. So let's get in right into it. Let's just jump into it, right? So on the first night, Bryson,
I cussed everybody out.
You cussed everybody out. I go to
everybody.
What was that about? And what was going on?
I was in my bag.
Okay.
What was
He was drunk.
No, that's what I said in my bag, and y'all know what my bag is.
Your cup.
You're to cook. I was like, Ty, why you got pancakes? Pancake went on me.
What I say?
So
I
you
wanted
had already
pancakes.
had.
Yeah, and then I had already told Ty that I wasn't gonna cook for
She
him.
had already said.
So this is a question. Did you tell him that after Malik them confronted him, or you been?
She told
No, I told him before they came down.
He was the earliest to wake. Ty was the he was the earliest to wake up because I think I was going to the ball or something like that. Right? He was the earliest to wake up, and the menu clearly said it didn't have pancakes on it at all.
I wanted pancakes. I eat pancakes. Anybody? I love bread. That's my shit. I love the syrup.
So I want Malik. Why did it seem like you and Roshane was so upset at Ty for not cooking the group pancakes? Why didn't y'all acknowledge the fact that he did go and get the group pancakes after y'all?
I don't think they do. Also, I don't think they do that. I'm the bitch that went and got everything.
So
I also think it was they just woke up and that was the first thing they heard was I'm not cooking the pancakes. I do believe that.
And then Ty also said, I'm the bitch that went and go get the pancake mix. He did say that.
I did.
He did say that.
But then I think he came out of of other stuff that you was
It was other
doing,
shit.
and it looked
Yeah.
as you was selfish at the fact
Yeah.
it was me,
On Roshane
and I was cooking pancakes.
And can we also make
And
me
somebody-
know that I asked Kwanzaa to cook me pancakes? I bought the pancakes, but I said, Kwanzaa, can you make me some pancakes? And Kwanzaa said, if I make some pancakes, I'm going to make 3 or 4. And I'm going to eat them bitches, so y'all still ain't going to have no pancakes. That's literally what Kwanzaa said. So that's why I was making my own pancakes.
And then you also asked him
Okay, so this is my thing. It really wasn't really about the pancakes.
Well,
it seemed like it was. Honestly, like when I saw Ty in the kitchen cooking anything, I was like curious because I knew Kwanzaa had prepared food. So I'm like, okay, Ty, you cooking pancakes? He's like, yeah, I'm cooking pancakes. I'm like, okay. My question was he asking? Did he ask? Did anybody else want any pancakes? And immediately Ty said, like he's only cooking pancakes for himself. So I thought that was, for me, it was weird. I was like, that's weird. Like, you ain't gonna even at least ask a bitch because everybody might not want pancakes, but you ain't gonna extend the offer. We're all like staying here in this house, like getting ready to eat. You're not gonna ask. So I was like,
so question though, was it more so
that was so weird for him to respond in that way. I felt like that was odd. I'm like, girl, what?
But you did also ask him to make. You did. It was.
I didn't
that
never
you
ask him to make any pancakes.
You asked him to make 8.
Was he going to ask? I asked him, was he going to ask anybody else? Did they want pancakes?
And when I say no,
and he said no. He's not going to ask anybody, do they want any pancakes? And I thought that was weird as fuck, being that we're all in this house together, finna eat all together, and you finna sit up here and make 3 pancakes for yourself when the mix at least make 8. But so I was like, you ain't gonna ask nobody.
I don't think
personally, I didn't care as that. I was gonna eat what was there.
And if that was the case,
whether it was pancakes or not.
Slave and make 8 pancakes.
The thing was, I think my grievance came from his response because I wasn't used to that. I'm used to growing up in a house. Like my mama had, it was never just me and my family. It was always our family plus 1, our family plus 2, our family plus a family.
And my mom and my dad.
Your only child.
And so, bring it to my next question, Ty. You also mentioned that you felt like Malik and Roshane was kind of trying to intimidate you or something.
Yeah, they was.
Why did you feel like that?
Malik
and then what infuriated me.
Thank you for the question, Greg. I was answering.
What infuriated me was
Let him talk.
When Ty got offended, he was saying y'all because Roshane made the comment that he was being selfish, and he was like y'all talking. I'm like, I never said that. Like I never said that was Roshane. So I'm like, why is it a y'all thing? Like my thing was, it was weird. Why didn't you ask? Others. I'm like, okay, girl, you're not gonna ask this. Like this odd. And then when Roshane said the selfish comment, he was like, he was ganging up on us, and I'm like, girl,
I guess
directed,
it was
he
just the fact
direct.
that both of y'all was talking at the same time.
Well,
Yeah,
I
and then
get that, but
also-
I'm like,
and
you
then also-
direct to him.
No,
Like,
no
I
shade,
said.
but let's also include.
Stop. I want to get back to Ty's question. Why did you feel like that?
One, literally, y'all gotta understand, I had already just went and got everything. Then I came back, everybody was still asleep. Kwanzaa and production was the only people up. I was like, here go the groceries, nobody else up. I still don't have a shirt for the goddamn dinner or for my performance. I'm going to the mall. I'm not about to wake no bitch up to go to the damn mall. Like, y'all,
We had already discussed that everybody was on what bills mean.
I don't care what's weird. I don't wake people up. I'm in the prison. Waking people up to get somebody stabbed. Literally. Waking somebody out they sleep to get you stabbed. People we have the dream of freedom, something that they really care about, and they wake up and they realize they still in this hellhole and stab your ass.
I mean,
I don't wake nobody up.
I get what
If
you're
you
saying,
fucking
but
sleep, if you feel like you need to get up for something, you're gonna plan that.
You did say that because, but what I'm getting, the point that I'm trying to say, when we was in the car, me, you, Maliek, and Rashad.
We also talked about how we were paying for the car and then we was gonna pay for gas, but that never happened either. So a lot of stuff got talked about in the car that didn't happen.
We didn't get to all of them. So we said we was gonna go to the mall when we get up in the morning.
And I got up and
you got up and you was like, I'm not gonna wait nobody else.
Wait, hold on. And that's a fair question though. If y'all talked about doing it the day before, why didn't you try to at least knock on the door or anything?
I'm telling you, I'm not a waker up. I promise you, I'm not a waker up. I'm not a waker up.
Ty got up and he went.
I got up and went about my day.
Grocery shopping. He went to 4 stores. He did that all on his own.
I did.
Merit.
I did.
But let's be very clear. In my mirror, I think
I don't wake people up. Everybody's phone was just like my phone vibrated at whatever time I set my phone for.
Okay, we don't have time to shop now. We want to come back to the mall because we actually had went to the mall the day before.
Lord knows I should.
No, but let's also
and we had to come back and meet the rest of the group.
And it's an important point. It's the reason why I feel like Ty would feel like.
No, it's okay. Let's talk. I'm the reason that you even have food. You wouldn't even have the food that Kwanzaa made if it wasn't for me. So if you felt like you wanted a patty cake, your ass should have went and made it. Right. But guess what? They still got a patty cake and still ain't told me thank you. So fuck them hoes.
Oh wow.
And that's what I was trying to say is that Ty, at the same time, it was the way I feel like it was delivered. Ty definitely brought the pancake. We had a menu that we had, and pancakes were not on the menu. And then the only thing.
Girl, you still that pay for it.
It was the way. It was no. If you really look at the way it was, even if you and Roshane,
I thought it was weird.
Anyway, I'll talk to you.
Like
when you came up,
that's okay. I know I was right.
I feel like when you came up, because I came up and then you asked me.
You wasn't.
I wasn't involved, but you gave me pressure.
Did you eat a pancake?
You gave me pressure.
Did you eat a pancake?
You wasn't right.
Did you eat a pancake?
You wasn't right.
Did you eat a fucking pancake? Okay, exactly.
Yeah, because after a bitch broke it down to your ass, you felt like you felt the same way everybody else felt.
Guess what? I had the money to go buy it.
Like, bitch, yeah, I'm about to like, damn, it doesn't matter. After it was broke down to you,
and it don't matter what happened.
And they showed you were being selfish. Then it was like, yeah, I'm gonna go buy pancakes. Like, yeah,
and you still ate it, regardless of when it came. Whether it came at 11:04 or 11:02,
don't matter if it was a pancake.
You still ate the pancake.
You still ate it. The bitch was sitting there like being selfish.
But I still bought it and you still ate it. If you didn't want to do it, you would have left it the fuck alone. And I'll be that. And I'm still that. I'm still that. I'm still that. I'm still that. And you ate the pancake. So shut the fuck up.
You're welcome.
Next question.
You're welcome.
What you do? Because you didn't buy the pancake, so what about
You're welcome.
I want to ask.
You're welcome.
So Bryson.
You're welcome.
So we seen also.
You're welcome.
So Bryson, we also seen.
I know.
You
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're here because of me. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You them because of me.
I never fixed them. I paid for them though. That's what that understood. I just
You're welcome.
Let's
You're
move on.
welcome.
Bryson, you invited
Okay,
Ashton
Cuban
and
to
Jet.
call.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Bryson, you invited Ashton and Jet back to the house. What happened? Because like we seen footage of y'all just going in. Can you kind of break it down to the people? Like what led up to that?
That's very black and white. When I met Jet and Ashton, we all came into the house. It was early during the day, and we were going to the event. I already was drinking at the other event, and we all was drinking at the house, and everything was cool with me and Ashton and Jet. Still didn't have a problem with Jet because it was very respectful. It was when we did everything that we was doing and we was drinking and having fun. Then it got to Ashton. And then Ashton started mentioning that I was a nobody, I'm nothing, and my music is not this, and my music is not that, and he was throwing light shade. And Jet asked me, I was just like, bitch, well, let me show you my music. Ashton wasn't trying to hear my music because, we were already arguing. So I showed Jet. Jet heard the music. He even tried to tell his friend, bitch, I heard the music. It's good. You don't want to go down this road because the bitch is going to come at you.
So basically, let's side of it. Y'all basically got into it because he was trying to come for your ability in terms of making
Exactly.
It's great. Great. Question, we also see you and Ashton going back and forth. Do you feel like Ashton got the best of you when it came down to y'all going back and forth?
How dare you?
Yeah. We wasn't there. We don't know. We wasn't there. So let's leave it alone.
Watching it.
We were both
Watching it. Do y'all feel like Ashton got the best of him?
No.
I roll around.
I was there.
I walk around.
I was there the whole
You
time.
was there the whole time.
But
So far to give us real.
I feel like Ashton was really making any sense most of the time.
Yeah, we both were. We were just
But
going
they
back.
was going back and forth. But Bryson got a mouth from hell. Whatever flame out that mouth, he gonna get you.
Yeah.
But then he got quiet a little bit. He got quiet
Because I wanted to listen to what because I wanted to I wanted to listen to what he was saying. But he was just trying to talk about who I was, my music, and my team. Like bitch, my team got done all that. That shit is not a read to me. And bitch, and I was drunk, and we were both drunk, and then you decided to take the opportunity to be like, oh, I'm gonna walk around bitches like you. Gotta give me that.
I walk circles around girls like you. I walk circles around girls like you.
And put your. That moment was cute. That moment was cute.
Ashton got there, I invited him over and
gave him my liquor without asking me. Let's make sure.
He did, right. He got Hennessy from Ty that he did not buy. Nor did he buy liquor at the club did he buy his liquor? No.
Malik paid partial, so he bought Malik partial.
Let's move on to Ty.
Let's not move on to B. Let's go to the next topic.
Yeah.
Next card.
Next question.
Now it's back to you.
Right. I'm like,
So we move on to the club and we see you and Rochelle hugged up in the club.
Girl!
I'm like, cool, let him run his move. Do it, he gon' fuck his business.
I don't think talk about that happened that night. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Building up.
Okay, let's keep going.
And Rochelle said you whispered in his ear saying, you fine as fuck, man.
Deep voice.
He said my deep voice. My deep voice.
wait, what's your deep voice sound like?
I don't know.
Try it. Let me see.
Try it.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Oh, wait, here.
You fine as fuck.
Oh no. That's my deep voice. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
I don't know.
So, Rochelle, you lying. You lying.
So
I don't know, girl.
is that true? Did you say that?
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
No, I didn't say that. I'm gonna say that. What I told Rochelle in that whole incident, I'm not gonna repeat.
Okay. But you didn't say
But one
that.
thing I'm gonna say this is, no, I didn't say that, and I definitely didn't say no damn deep voice.
Was this something sexual?
Huh?
Was it something sexual?
Everyone wants to fuck you.
I'm gonna say this. If it
That's
was
me.
sexual, it was invited. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
So I mean, it was consensual. It was a consent.
Yeah.
Both parties.
I mean, gonna just say that the moment that was on camera that me and Roche had is not the first time we had a moment like that. It's just the first time we had a moment on camera. But that's not the first Roll and Ty moment. And I'm just saying that just to be truthful. Like that's not.
Okay, I got you.
Wait,
Hold on.
Yeah, right. We gonna
come back to
the whole credit card night, me and Ro had a moment. If you want to be serious,
girl. That's
why I'm saying like I'm not gonna let that like be whatever the fuck it is because it's on camera. You can have it. You can say what it is. Go ahead, girl.
I got
whatever.
you.
But Ro's not here to talk about it.
That's why we asked you.
But guess what? Fraud got something to say about it. And Fraud don't know shit but how to swipe a card.
He was being pretty fishy with Ro. I saw it with my
You saw it with your own eyes. What else you saw? Did you see the card? Did you see the card on the ground? Did you see the card on the ground with your own eyes? Did you see that the people said we couldn't film with your own eyes? What did you see with your own eyes? What goes in that category? It's okay, girl. You and your armor and your Cuban you stay over here.
So Ty, you also said you knew he had a boyfriend and you didn't care. And I want to ask you, do you still stand by that today?
I do. Like literally, Ro always enters any situation where he got a boyfriend. He lets that be known. We didn't know who the boyfriend was. Technically, if you want to go by just Ro, we still don't know who the boyfriend is. The boyfriend has revealed it, but Ro hasn't. And so I'm gonna just say that he always enters when he have a boyfriend, but it doesn't stop the way he moves.
The way he moves.
Yeah, feel bad about that. You knew his boyfriend.
So Ty,
I didn't know his boyfriend.
But after you found out,
I didn't find out until filming was done and the production started. I didn't know. I just want to go on record. I didn't know who Ro's boyfriend was. So I first
but Ro told me that he. I didn't know, but Ro knew that Ty knew his boyfriend.
I first seen aired, and that's when I first season episode aired. That's when I found out. I didn't know nothing about who Ro's boyfriend was until that moment.
Whether you knew who his boyfriend was or not, it's on trend for you. You tried to talk to me knowing I was talking to a friend of yours.
I tried to talk to you, Maliek?
Yes, you did.
And who was the friend?
You know who your friend is.
Well, let me know.
That I was talking to that I met you through.
And I was
you tried to holler at me
I tried to
while I
holler
was
at you.
talking to one of your
And what
friends.
happened?
So it's very on
And
trend.
what happened when I hollered at you?
It's
What
very
happened?
on trend with you.
When I hollered at you, what happened?
I was left on red.
And what did I say?
And then later on, I invited you on a show I was on, and that was a mistake.
So I tried to holler at you, and I knew you was in a relationship, and you thought that was so faux pas, so wrong. But you still invited me on the show.
I thought it was weird that you would try to holler at me, knowing I talked to your friend that I met you through.
Okay.
I thought it was weird.
And you still invited me on the show.
Weird bitch
and you still invited me on the show.
Yes.
Okay, so
I invited you around. I invited you around.
Keep moving.
I invited you around because I was trying to
You let me know he's stupid. I'm stupid, and I tried to holler at him while he was with somebody, and he still invited me into the space. But I'm the stupid.
Because I friend zoned your ass, bitch. It was like friend zone. You can come to me.
It sounded like you knew that.
You can come to me, bitch.
It sounded like
come to my bed.
Let's move on.
You can come to me, bitch. You can't come to my bed.
Well, get your hair one color and talk to me.
So what are you talking about?
So let's
I'm gonna invite you around. I'm gonna invite you to the Four Seasons.
Cause you know I'm that bitch. You know I'm that bitch. You might not be.
I'm there. I'm that bitch. I was there. I was there.
Stop.
I invited you.
So let's move on. So Ty, after that, we got, we had a great time tonight.
Thank you.
We had a great time tonight, guys.
I said all that to say it was very on trend for her because she kind of got a habit of talking to niggas who got men.
Oh, that you had men. Y'all heard that Maliek got men, girl.
Let's move on.
So let's move on to the after the club. Okay, let's move on. After the fact,
let's keep moving.
We had a great time.
We did.
You leave. Why did you leave?
A lot was going on.
Okay.
The agreement that me, production, and Maliek had about just like drinking and entertainment. When we first got there, it was like it was put in my face. It became a Ty thing. Like it literally became like, Ty, can they drink? Like it was literally from the first moment that it happened. That's what it was. Because I had made me know that I was spending my money that what I wanted to happen.
So let me
and so Maliek made sure that everybody
stop.
I'm lost.
Because you
don't know.
Right.
Ty,
let me get them back.
Okay, give it back.
So what happened was, and I literally forgot about that. So me, Maliek, and Ty did go in on a section.
Right.
And Ty, from my perspective, you had a problem of them getting the drink.
I didn't have a problem. I said if I was going to spend my money, I want to drink what I paid for. That's what I said.
Well, I said I would get my own drink.
No, you have to listen to the rest of the story.
Okay.
Keep going.
So I felt like you did. That's why I kept asking you, Ty, is it okay if I give them something? You remember I had
so Greg asked me this right when we got in the club.
In the club, yeah, I was actually in the club.
Maliek goes on to say, when some I don't know, I was literally having so much fun. I don't know, but Maliek stopped the party to ask me, Ty, I don't know who it was, can such and such have a drink? Because they asked me for a drink. When you did this, when I just said you did it, that's what
I didn't do that, dude.
But you did.
It was other people there, like
so to get back to my point.
Surely if I stopped the party, and
let's get back on track. So you left. So you felt that I can understand you feeling some type of way.
So that was the first thing.
That was the first thing.
Okay. Then the second thing was the road incident. Once the road incident happened, everybody was talking about it. Because it was a thing. Everybody knows what. So fuck that.
Okay. I was sober.
Then after that, they played my music. Everybody enjoyed it. We was hyped. We was excited. It created the moment. After that, everybody was drunk and shit started happening. Anybody knows me, I'm not one of them girls that like to be in a whole lot of shit. I don't. I kind of like structure. I do love to go to the club. You know, I do that probably every fucking weekend, pop the bottle. That's what I do. But it's a whole about a way how you carry yourself. And it just seems like everybody wasn't doing it.
Now that at the time we coming out, everybody not sure what's going on because we just heard that the vehicle is gone. Quanta called you. And then, so the next one with Devante, you said in your confession that Maliek told you and Roshane that if Ty pull up and he don't get out the seat or he be talking that he was gonna pop him.
Yeah.
So is that true?
happened?
Yeah, that's what he said. So did you say that?
He don't remember. That's what he was saying.
I said a lot of things that night, and
that's somebody that's Pancake. You're a drop. If you want to drop that hard, you know what you're saying. That's all I got to say.
Do you remember saying that?
Fuck out of here.
He don't know. He keep moving. He ain't gonna answer questions.
I said a lot of things that night, and what I will say is, that situation never would have happened if I was sober, of course.
But we're gonna get to that. Did you say that? Do you remember? Or at least do you remember?
I was talking cash money, shit.
So it's a possibility.
When the car wasn't out there. When the
Ty, you also said that you felt set up, pulling up because.
You know how you also said Ty don't got it over there with all that too alone.
And I look fucking good. Thank you for the
You don't got it. You ain't got it.
Okay.
Ty, you all the way up here.
Ty, you also said you felt like it was a setup. Why did you feel like it was a setup? And after Devante saying it, and especially you still feel that.
Bitch, you left. You
still say about it?
I do.
Okay.
I don't want to give you a signal to
No, it's my whole thing. Remember, we had already clarified that tonight was not a filming night. Tonight was a night we were just gonna have fun. Right when I skirted up in the Honda Civic,
everybody was filming.
It was cameras everywhere.
Right.
What you say to everybody? I was always.
Everybody, that's not a deal.
Watching it, you said that you blacked out, but then Devante said that you planned. Why did you punch him in the face? Like, what was the reason why? Not like, of course.
He wasn't attention. He knew the show he was producing wasn't giving, so he had to do something.
I mean, Ty, why did you punch him? Like,
he needed a moment.
You know what I mean? Like, what made you feel like you had to chastise him?
The reason why
And guess what? That answer right there shows you, because this bitch goes to bat for anything. So the fact that
He's right, and I'm wrong.
So
I like
another question:
hair color.
did you black out or did you plan it? Do you remember? Can you say
It definitely wasn't playing.
But you blacked out. You did mention it.
What I'm saying is, I was drunk. I was drunk and I was off. I wasn't being a producer. I wasn't being a client on a reality show. Girl.
Let's move on. Malik, you did apologize to Ty. You
Several
did several times. But was it sincere, right?
No!
Several times.
No, it wasn't.
So Malik, you did apologize.
Several times.
Was it sincere? And I only say that because even when you apologize, you still feel like Ty should take some responsibility. Don't you
I
feel when you
definitely feel like he
apologize,
should
just
take
you
some
apologize, you
responsibility.
leave it up to him to take responsibility?
No, yeah, absolutely. I apologize genuinely. I've apologized to him quite a few times. And I still stand where I stand. Like, I definitely, it was no reason for us to be standing outside the club. Like, if we go out again, I just go back to how I go back to how I was raised. Like, one leave, we all leave. Like, you don't leave anybody when we're all out as a group of people. And I explained that to Ty earlier that day. I explained that to Ty earlier that day when he left and went to the mall. I'm like, at least take somebody with you. I believe in a buddy system. Anything can happen. Don't be driving around. You're not from here. Like, don't be driving around Houston by yourself. That's dangerous. And that's where I came from that morning. So for him to do it again at the club, I was just like infuriated. Like, I was like, girl.
So I want to also raise this, Malik. A lot of percentage of people in the World Series feel like that you attack him. Do you feel like you attacked him?
If I feel like I attacked him, then I'm going to give him there.
Gotcha.
I really appreciate that.
Ty, do you regret leaving the people after watching everything play out?
I regret leaving Kwanzaa and Roshane because Roshane's name was, the car was in Roshane's name, and Kwanzaa helped pay for it. Any other bitch could have called the Uber like they did.
So we're moving on to the next morning, guys, and then we hear a lot about some sex going on.
I get to buy out on this one.
Bryson, you talk about some stuff you heard. I also want to know that Devante revealed to me that Kwanzaa came into his room, to him and Roshane's room, and said that Malik had some company in the room and was most likely having sex. Kwanzaa, what do you say about that?
When I did, came in there and I said they were never in the room, which I did say that, and I wasn't starting a room, and I said that I did assume that you all had the sex, but I didn't take it in the garden. And I told
you just left with Roshane.
I left it with Roshane and them two, and I left and I went back into my room, and that was it. I don't know nothing else or wherever it went or however. You know, but I did say it.
Gotcha, you did say you gonna stand by it?
Yeah, I stand by one.
Devante, you also revealed in your confession that Devante, you also revealed in your confession that Malik said that his throat was hurt because he ate somebody's booty. Talk about that. Do you still stand by that?
Oh my God. I just can't.
Do you still stand by that? Is that true?
I still stand by it. It's a simple fact. Out of nowhere on the trip, his throat started hurting after that night. I asked Malik, did he wait out? He said yes.
I did not.
So y'all, what you gotta say about that?
I did not tell Devante that it was a lie. As far as
What happened to the conversation?
Devante, when we got up the next morning, we all did have a conversation. Devante did ask about, like, when I was hardly talking. It's like, girl, what happened to you? What you did last night? Did you have sex? I'm just like, I'm not dignifying any of his questions with an answer. So it's like, I never gave him, told him I ate somebody. I never said that. I never said that. And my voice was gone. My voice was gone the night before. Like, when we got into the house, my voice was already gone.
your voice was still there, girl.
I know that he was not sick.
My voice left after you
All of a sudden,
secretly like attacked me.
I had you. Oh no.
We be gonna attack me.
You be like my heart
When you moving on, you snubbed me on some
I didn't stop you. You was on the dance. You kept talking.
So we are moving on. Like a pussy ass nigga. So we are a pussy ass nigga. Like a pussy ass nigga. You snubbed me on some sneaky ass shit. Like a pussy ass nigga. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. So we're moving on, guys. We're moving unmoved. It will also reveal. We're done, guys. We have to move on.
First of all, bitch, you got my address.
You should be on quarters.
I should be on quarters. You should be on eviction. You should be on eviction. Pay your rent. Pay your rent.
Be on quarters.
Pay your rent. Pay your rent.
It will also
have something. Anywhere. You don't have not a mom. Not nobody to take care of you. So shut the fuck up.
We are done. And it is breaking up. You're so mad. And it's bitch. You're so mad.
But I'm mad.
Okay, you're so mad. We are moving on. It was also revealed. So God, I understand. God,
You understand?
No, I'm doing it.
You understand paying your rent, but you understand me being mad.
You're right. So we have to move on, guys. We have to.
I do, because guess what? I have a family that loves me and supports me.
Ty,
you right.
we're moving on. We're moving on. It was also revealed to me by Roshane that a threesome was supposed to happen between Devante, Quan, and Roshane. Devante, do you want to speak on it?
Yeah, so Roshane was the only guy that got hurt that night.
What?
Period.
Say it again,
Roshane was the only guy that got hurt that night.
Okay.
So y'all was supposed to have a threesome.
It was a thing set up by me, because of course, a real ass bitch want to see some action. Regardless of the fact that...
To clarify, I was a part of the three. Right, so there was... You said Devante, Roshane, and Quan. So, give us clarity.
Well, you might want to blame Roshane for having that day. This is his stuff.
Right, so give us clarity. What happened?
So, I was the bitch. I wanted to see some action. I don't know whether Roshane even cared the fact that he had a boyfriend at the time. He did reveal to me that he wanted to have sexual relations with the producer.
Gotcha.
I was willing to set that up.
Okay.
And,
I was like, that's decent.
wait, what?
That was doing great.
No shit like.
Yeah, brother, because he was the only one you was doing it too.
So we get down to the final dinner, and at that point, Maliek, once again, you did apologize to Ty. Once again, Ty, why did you kind of brush it off and say you good, but you knew you weren't really good? Why you really didn't want to talk about it?
Because the whole apology situation was based on like, I know I did something wrong to you, but if you don't apologize to me, I don't feel like you deserve this. Because I don't feel like you get to just get away with whatever happened. And so I was over it, because my whole thing was this. Like I told him, if he was done with it, be done with it. I said, if you done with it right now, be done with it. But he brought it back to it. He wanted to have a sit down. He wanted to make sure the cameras was there. And that was my whole thing. If you was really over the situation, like I said, when I left, I was done with it. You know how I proved, and it's literally factual that I'm done with it? the next day at the studio, me and this bitch hugged, laughed, joined. Me and this bitch went to the airport. We had good conversations. We rode the same plane. All that good shit. This bitch drug out the fact that it was a problem between us. When she wanted to sit down and continue to talk about something that we had cleared up.
Studio.
Immediately after I apologized to Ty at the dinner, Ty was like sitting on my lap, like moments after.
Okay, so we showed that Ty was over the whole situation.
My thing is,
That's what she is. Why did you want to sit down with him back at home? You feel like y'all squashed it?
Because my thing was when I extended the apology to him out when we were in Houston, it was like, you know what, I'm sorry that this happened and that I behaved this way and that, like, you know, this situation has transpired. But I was still angry at the fact that this boy done left us. Like, what the, I was, and so I felt like I couldn't really be genuine in my apology because I was still upset. So when we got back to Atlanta, I'm like, you know what, and honestly, and then I'm like, we went to the studio the day out there, and it was good vibes, good energy. So like when we got back to Atlanta, I'm like, we need to like have a conversation about this because I still feel a way about how you behave. Your behavior was not like you. That wasn't right, and I didn't get that from him. I never got that. Like, you know what? I was wrong for that. Like, damn, I shouldn't have left y'all. Damn, never spoke up. I never got that from him. So I was still upset about that. So I could never like give him a genuine apology because it was like he never gave it.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Okay. Me and Maliek, in our friendship, this was the first time we ever had a fight. Can you agree to that? Okay. So with that being said, neither one of us know how we act in a spiteful situation. Mm-hmm. Literally, once the fight happened, I was over it. I literally the next night, I told everybody that went to the carnival the next day that I was actually okay, I was good. Maliek was drunk. I literally charged him to that. I literally charged him to you being drunk, whatever. The next night when we had the dinner, I literally said I'm good with it, it's okay. Literally after we got done filming, Maliek, I rolled the blunt, we talked, we said, we distributed, we laughed. That's the way I show I'm over shit. I don't hold on to shit. My problem with you was
you do that, and then you like you do some and we gonna make shit like get on the phone. I'm like
we're gonna move on. I promise you, let's move on. On that note, we're gonna be right back with more Real Life and Philanthropy Season 2.
You might already know who I am. I'm Bryson B. Money Jenkins from Real Life and Philanthropy. Now, what you need to do is you need to like and you need to subscribe to the channel so you'll be able to give us feedback to let us know how we're doing. I mean, I wouldn't be here without you. So I look forward to your feedback, your energy, and your knowledge. And your shade. Because I already know how you girls do. I look forward to speaking with you in the comment section. Bye. Press that button.
Okay, Bryson, you mentioned to production, you were going into reunion. I'm sure when you and Darian understand why.
Well, I felt like at the time, Darian had just recently split. He deleted his Instagram, and I went to his Instagram to speak to him, and I didn't see any posts, and it said he wasn't available. And then also there was a couple times where we talked about it, but it was a couple times where I would respond to. You know, we would be in a group message, and then me and Ty was getting into a little situation, and you seemed like anytime that he typed, that you would just automatically respond, versus I called you and you didn't pick up, and then I text you and you pick up, but we've already had that conversation, knowing that you were just feeling, it was just my time, because you know, I mean,
so I'm gonna let
and then I was calling you when I need to call.
What was going on?
I'm on a spiritual journey. just remove any negative vibes. I don't like, not saying you're a negative vibe. So we had a conversation and he would contact me after the 3 hours.
Yeah, like 3, 5.
My phone, we got the Saturday. I'm sorry. I got you.
You stand to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maliek, you the one brought Ty to the group, right?
Yes, he did. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Keep going.
You brought him to the group, and of course, what happened in Texas kind of like, do you miss y'all friendship?
Keep going. Keep going.
Actually, I really don't miss our friendship.
Exactly.
I appreciate this experience for exposing like who Ty this really is.
So real life bitch that got money
Before this experience, we really hadn't hung out like that before filming this show. We really.
So you invited the bitch? You said you met his family. You said you met his family.
I met his family. I met his family.
Girl, he just told you a whole event that
I met his family
you know that's not how it happened. So
I met his family once before like meeting them again on the show. I met them once, and that's how yeah.
Gotcha.
But me and Ty really never hung out like that. Like I said, I was friends with a friend of one of his friends. I was dating one of his friends. That's how I met Ty.
But you don't miss y'all friendship?
No, the show kind of exposed like who he really is, and it's probably a person I wouldn't have really kicked it with anyway. So,
but he invited me on this platform.
Gotcha.
Honestly, I didn't invite him on this platform. I invited him to the event that I was working at the Four Seasons, and the cameras was there filming me for a work scene.
Gotcha. So,
And
Devante,
producer,
let's move on. Devante,
checking for Ty.
Devante.
So why did you invite me on last season? Why did we have a whole scene last season?
Stop. So Devante,
I was being a friend to you.
Oh, but we wasn't friends. But we wasn't friends. Okay, keep going.
I didn't say we were friends. I said I friends on you, and I started treating you accordingly.
Okay.
So I was. You invited me to do something. I invited you to do something. That's how friends work. So I was being a friend to you.
But we wasn't.
I was.
Gotcha. So
I didn't know you like that.
Devante.
I didn't know you like that. You tried to holler at me in our friend zone.
Gotcha.
And I treated you accordingly.
Gotcha.
So thank you for treating me accordingly. I'm glad
Devante.
Devante.
Like a punk ass bitch. I'm gonna continue to
thank you.
You're blocked.
Well, thank you.
You're blocked.
That's why you know why you blocked me, because you hate greatness.
Yeah,
thank you. You can't see it. You don't want to see it. That's like if I was such a great threat, you would love to see me.
Girl,
what you hate.
Girl, I'm everything that you want to be, girl.
Girl, what?
Girl,
please. Let's go. Next question.
Living your truth. 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 Girl, bye. Living your truth, bitch. I'm everything you want to be, and you know it. You was a fan of me. You was reading about me before you even met me, bitch. You've been reading articles about me before you even met me. You've been a fan of me. So stop playing with me, girl. Living your truth. Girl, bye.
I read articles, her stories.
So we're done. We're done. We gotta move on. We gotta move on, guys. We're on time. So Devante, Roshane brought you into the group, and y'all no longer friends due to Roshane saying you start the rumor about him sleeping with Ty in Texas, right? Did you start the rumor?
Yeah, no, I started.
So where did it come from?
That's so stupid because the rumor. Everybody knows I speak my truth. Now I'll say whatever I have to say to anybody on this platform. I'll say it to you or to them, whoever.
So do we know where the rumors start?
What did
it's okay, you told me you started it.
Okay,
you did tell me you started it.
You did say you owned it.
To protect Roshane, because Roshane hates me and said that production told him.
So I came to you to protect Roshane.
Okay, so you're saying.
So Roshane told me it came from Roshane.
How it even started that you
said it.
Like make it plain.
Okay, so you saying
you had a conversation with Ty,
right? And you said that you.
So it was the rumor. Where this rumor? Who did I tell this rumor to?
I don't know.
Exactly.
So you remember when you and Ty met up at?
You told me that you said.
You told him you started
recording.
It don't make a difference. So the rumor is false. I never mentioned. I came to Ty because of Roshane. Roshane was making a thing out of nothing. So me being the person I am, I came to the horses himself. I was like, well, Ty, are y'all fucking? Because it really came from Roshane. I was protecting him.
Gotcha.
But you didn't tell nobody else before you told him?
No, I didn't know the rumor about me and Roshane fucking children.
So Bryson knows something over there.
So we're gonna get into our production that Maliek, you revealed to first Ty about the situation about the secret room. You made him at Yellow Mushroom. You showed him that they was talking about Ty saying he was an escort and about the scamming situation, whatever. You also revealed to production that Maliek didn't have any money to get in the club that night and that you seen his account balance and it said zero. You also said Maliek stole You also said that you the one gave Maliek the stolen credit card and he the one got caught with it. Do you still stand by?
Yeah, that bitch and not just say that. Bitch, his broke ass had a fucking money. What receipt are we showing if I paid for the drinks? Ty had a receipt in his hand trying to motherfucking prove a point that we fucking right and we ain't got no fucking card. Ty blindsided. Trying to show a receipt. My receipt I paid for the motherfucking drinks. Maliek, you got caught with the card. The bartender pointed you out, bitch. And I'm there arguing with the security guard, telling them we fucking right. And bitch, you outside with Ty, thinking stupid with no money. You started the whole night with no money. And I said, a credit card on the floor, go get you a drink, girl. I'm coming with you.
So you seen his bank account is what you saying?
Yeah.
How you see this bank account, Devante?
Greg, he at the front door. At the front door, I paid his $10 to get him that lesbian's club. $10 fucking.
But what I'm saying, how he at the door then? Like, if you paid for him, why he at the door? This is before you paid for him.
No, this is before. So before all this shit happened. So you at the door. We paid. This get like 20. There's nobody in the line, just Maliek. Everybody is like 4 of us. Well, 4 or 5. Nobody, just Maliek, just standing there. Maliek, what's going on? Like, what's going on? You just standing there, we all waiting.
So what I'm saying, you seen his bank account say zero?
I seen it. Zero, honey. Zero.
You must got close to him to see that.
Yeah. You seen it, zero.
So Maliek is the one that did the...
They tried to buy drinks before even getting a drink with the card that I gave him that I found on the ground.
Oh, so you the one found it and you gave it to him and he took
that. That's kind of like building up the case, because if me and Maliek ever got into it again, I was gonna get nasty. Bitch, you're a bro bitch from jump. When I first met you, bitch, you couldn't get into the club. Pookie, tell him how you paid $10, how that bitch ain't had no money to get in the club for 20 minutes in line by her motherfucking self for $10 and she couldn't get in. Bitch, I was gonna get real fucking nasty with Maliek if that was my MO. So with his back against the wall, trying to transfer money. How the fuck you gonna transfer $0? Maybe a different camera, I don't know, but bitch, you was in that line for a long time. And bitch, until Pookie had to pay $10 and got over it, girl, you just standing there, girl, nobody in line. You ain't had no money. Somebody else paid for you. You need to pay that girl back.
Okay. I'll say so.
You said what?
I said I mean.
So can you elaborate? So let's start here. So you said you seen his account saying zero. How would you see his account saying zero?
Family, I hate this video. When he was trying to unlock his car, I kind of glanced at his phone to find out what was taking him so long to pay $10 to get to the club.
You gotta speak up, Devante. You can't.
When I glanced over, he was unlocking his car. I didn't see too much.
But did you see zero or you seen not too much?
I seen zero.
Okay, let's do the next one. You said you gave him the stolen credit card. Is that true?
That's very true.
Okay, so what happened? What happened? How you give him the card?
I don't want to see him.
I mean, every time I ask your ass, you
is you gonna stand by or you? If not, I'll go next to him.
It's live.
So I'm asking you. Tell me what happened.
if you saying it happened?
So I seen the car, bro. Shane seen the car.
Okay.
I gave it to Maliek. Maliek put it in his pocket. Maliek went to get the drink.
This not true.
I got you. Hearing that, is that true, Maliek?
So what's
No, that's not true.
Ty, you also said.
I don't know anybody because I was looking at my saying that was called into the bullshit.
Right. I'm coming to you
anybody
next. So, do you want to respond to that?
Yeah, so first of all, I did pay. The only thing that he had right about his whole little story that he told to Ty was that Roshane's friend, which was Pookie, did pay my way to get in the club, and I Apple paid Pookie my money because I didn't have cash out or whatever the case was. Then with the whole card situation, Devante found the card. Devante wanted to use the card, and that's where it.
So you knew about the card.
And stopped.
You knew about it though?
Yeah, Devante showed me a card that he picked up. No, I did not.
Ty, you said Ty, you said your professional that they point out Maliek. Is
Thank you.
They did not point at me. They pointed at we all three were standing there.
I want to go right there.
And they pointed at the group of us that were standing there. That's why you were so offended.
So why
you didn't know about it. But you didn't know about it. So what's the truth? Tell your truth. Tell your truth. I'm gonna shut up. I know I didn't have it. I had the card.
Once we got inside the club, after the guy paid for me to get in because I'm so broke and I don't have any money. After he paid for me to get in, girl hush. After he paid for me to get in, and we're in the club, we like went out on the patio, we come back in, Devante shows me a credit card. And he's like, bro, I just found the credit card.
This is not that.
This is his birthday party at fine dining. He got so much money.
I just found the credit card.
He was a big balling bitch.
So, Bryson,
he bought the table appetizer.
So that's why he like, I just found the credit card. So what I said, like, okay, girl, shots for everybody. Like, girl, like,
so that's
she like, just like she be on, like she see her, so I'm like, girl, spin it, run it. Like, you got the credit card, run it, bitch. So what I'm guilty of is I did not encourage Devante to do the right thing and be a good Samaritan and go turn the credit card in. But what I did do was encourage him, like, okay, girl, she like telling me, hey, friend, I found the credit card. Like, I told him to run it, and that's what happened.
I gave you the
and
card.
You went and you wanted to run it. And when the girl came up and confronted you got quiet.
I'm not talking.
Girl, you got quiet.
Oh, girl, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. But what I'm telling you is,
you know what happened, so you need to stop lying. Bitch, you showed me the credit card.
You got one supposed to beat your motherfucking ass. I had your back, lame ass hoe.
Bitch, I had your back.
Bitch, I had your back.
That's why I'm saying oblivious to my friend. Not even speaking of.
How the fuck you get out?
I'm saying oblivious.
How the fuck you get out?
You a liar.
How the fuck you got it? They was me, bro. I gave your dumb ass. You the card. Shut up.
You got the card. You want to use the card. You had the card. You used the card.
That he told they wanted insecurity bring him out as the one that
you had a you always got
I do. I was telling the T girl.
This is not about you.
Okay, talk to him then.
You don't know.
Talk to him then.
I am.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I got it.
Well, after he said it gets very much lackluster.
So after that, at
the end of the day, like, the only thing I'm guilty of is not encouraging him to do the right thing. I encouraged him that I'm like, well, girl, like,
and since we're talking about training, the right thing.
And then I had your back. After you said that you
talk about.
I had your back,
Let's talk about the hidden stuff that you don't talk about, bitch. Let's talk about stuff that you don't, that you did, that you don't put on the platform. Girl. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Gardini. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about how you stole from Gardini. What? Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about. Let's go deeper. Yeah.
Listen.
You stole from her.
Do you know Gardini?
No, bitch, you
do. You know Gardini?
You stole from him. You stole from him. You do. You stole from him. You stole from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got some proof.
Yeah. You the proof. You told me about
I used to fuck with Gardini. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I used to fuck with Gardini.
I gave your punk ass a name you know about. Bitch, you did.
Don't talk about nothing you know about. You can't hide because you know I'm right. You can't hide because you know I'm right. You can't hide because you know I'm right.
I want you to go outside and have hard there. You already dressed as a dollar cat, girl. Baby, you was on moment. You was on moment, girl. You was on
power. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
You ain't fuck with a picture of me. Let me tell you this.
You right. You You don't even stay in Riverdale, bitch. No. You stay in Riverdale, bitch.
Sit down.
You stay in Riverdale, bitch. You don't even stay in Riverdale.
Bitch, you already brought the house card.
Let's talk about the house.
Fake cash time. Fake cash. You don't even sit down.
You don't even sit down.
Every day I wake up, I sit up. Every day I wake up, I sit up. Every time you see me, girl,
you're a fraud and you're a fake. You're a fraud and you're a fake.
That bitch say you
and you with it, bitch. And you with it.
That's a fraud and you're a fake. So keep on making documents.
Bitch, you don't make it documents. You cannot beat my ass.
Keep on making fake documents around the lab.
Shut up, ho.
Keep on making fake documents around the lab. You the real fraud. You the real scammer. Stop playing with me. You making fake documents.
Okay, guys. Let's move on.
Bitch, you can't ask nothing.
Keep making your fraudulent documents.
That's not shit on you. I don't clean it out. I don't clean it out. I shit on you. I shit on you, girl. Good man. This is the only moment. Live it up, baby. Live it up. The only moment you got, girl.
Shut up, Miss Shitty Kitty girl. Don't commit suicide. Girl,
Let's move on. So Devante, after that, you met up with Ty and you revealed to Ty about asking about being an escort. So it was revealed about, possibly Ty, being an escort. With that, Bryson also met up with Darian and Jamie. Why would you more mad at Bryson versus Devante mentioned about the escort?
I'm really, bitch, I can't do it.
I'm gonna say this. One thing about Darian is, to me, he's always showed me this. Every time, this is all I've ever gotten. I ain't never got no, hey, how you doing? I always got a fuck bitch, whatever, I'm better than you. I've always gotten that. Mm-hmm. And me being the bitch I am, I appreciate that. Because I don't have to think about how you're going to act without me, because you showed me how you act. Mm-hmm. The thing with Bryson that I had a problem with was, I have supported Bryson to the T. Mm-hmm. Me and Bryson have real life conversations. Mm-hmm. We deal with each other outside of these cameras being flashing and these lights being on. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like even at the point that we had that, he filmed that
all lies to me too, ho.
He filmed that scene.
All fucking lies. Bitch, I want this talk. I want this talk this. Get his.
Wait.
I want that.
So y'all, we gotta wrap it up. Come on.
I feel like after he has filmed that scene, even if that wasn't where he was at then, if that's where we was at now, I just feel like me and Bryson have had enough personal moments to where he'd be like, bitch, I drugged you.
Got you.
Bitch.
So he should have called
It was never talked about. It was never. It literally was. I was a deer in fucking headlights. The only thing I knew about that scene was what I had got from Darian. Yeah. The phone call. But I didn't know the phone call was also that night, and I didn't know it was involved all of that. And so that was my problem with Bryson. I just feel like if Bryson was my friend that we had already established and tried to deal with, I feel like I don't care what you feel. A friend don't do you. even if I don't see it for you, I'm gonna check you in private, not in public.
And he didn't give you that
He
courtesy.
didn't give me that.
Gotcha.
Bryson dragged me like that bitch over there.
No, okay, so
Shut up!
Let's be
Thank
clear.
you, Bryson.
We on a time limit, baby. We gotta keep it moving.
We gotta keep it moving.
We on a time limit.
All right. Bryson, this is your moment on
Yeah.
Respond to that.
So
You couldn't if you wanted to. You couldn't drag me if you wanted to.
We have 30 more minutes.
trying to
We gotta
save
wrap
you.
up.
Bitch, you can't save nobody. You can save yourself. You got kicked out. Then you get evicted. You couldn't save you. So how could you be Captain Save Hope for me?
Stop.
Yeah.
Bryson, respond to that. We gotta
They're trying to save me.
Very quickly
Okay.
to respond. I do believe after viewing it back, that was completely wrong. I was keeping it up, on the, and I thought that was, after hearing your perspective, but I was with two people that I do know that I felt like were very close to me.
I just took it as, I just felt like, even if that's how you felt, that's how you felt, girl. But no, real life, real dealings, that wasn't what I was getting from you. So that was my problem.
Right.
If I had known you was
wrong.
that's what you was giving, I wouldn't have felt no way about it. Of course, that's how you feel. You don't, but that's not what I got from you. So that's why I was
in person. I totally understand. So to piggyback off of that, when I said $50, which is what you talking about, which is the $50.
It's not even just that; it's the whole carrying. But they come in stick. It's already in the sauce.
Yeah, it's right. But what I honestly, I promise you on everything that I love. When I heard that information, that generally was in that moment. Am I lying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I generally was like, what the fuck? And now after we've had a moment that did not make it, that he was disclosing that, I was just like, what the fuck is happening? What are you talking about? So then I was sent the information because it was only a sidebar information when you left from the little last RLP meeting.
Right, that Maliek brought up.
That Maliek brought up.
Right.
So I didn't think anything. I promise you.
Okay, can we move on?
He
mentioned it. I didn't know anything about it. And
the question is, time good right now.
I still have love for Ty.
Let's move on. Ty, I also want to talk about your timeline of you escort.
I ain't got no problem.
You said it was Bryson. Can you sit back, please? Thank you. You said it was long ago.
I feel like that's a headline. Ty's headline.
So Ty, can I finish?
Okay, keep going.
So I want to ask you about the timeline because you said it was a long time ago, but Jamie said the picture was recent took, and then you told production that you feel like somebody else put that profile up because that wasn't your profile. So you want to get clarity to that profile?
Like I said, I ain't so pussy since Backpage was a thing. So when it was brought to my attention, I was like, what, mega person? I was like, I don't know what
that's not yours, to be clear.
No, it's not mine.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I done sold pussy before.
So do anybody in the group know anybody create a fake page of Ty?
Let them tell it. The person that's not here is the one that introduced them to it.
Right.
Because he just said that Devante brought it in, but
Ro introduced it.
Devante brought it up to you
on camera.
Devante brought it to me. So who brought it to you?
When I was told about it from my friend Roshane, he put it in a group message, and he got it. He said that Pookie is the one who came upon the profile. And I guess it all happened after we left Houston. After we left Houston, and you and Roshane had whatever y'all had going on. Roshane put that in a group message, and I never thought about it coming to the show. So when I heard about Devante bringing it up on camera, I was like, that's weird. And then the fact that y'all were cool, I was like, asked me to send them what was being talked about.
Bitch, you been lying all fucking night, and I ain't said shit to your lying ass. I let you win, but you won't win with me with your lying ass, bitch. You can't win with your lying, bitch.
You're lying.
All I know is I see the screenshot. Bro,
you the only bitch that lie about the shit you fucking do.
You are lying.
It don't make a difference what I lie about. still can't fuck with me.
Don't make
Everything I do.
Paycheck.
I've seen
Okay, y'all.
I've seen
Let's say what? Let's move on.
Bryson, you also mentioned. Let's move on to the. Let's talk about the music a little bit. Bryson, you also mentioned to production that Ty music is not as great as yours, and you think it's the group fault that he think that because you said y'all was not as truthful with him in the beginning.
I'm not going to be worried about some 25-year-old music reject that is just trying to live his best life out here as a server, prostituting around here in these Atlanta streets. I don't have time for that. Girl, continue to perform at your rinky-dink places and all them other places that you want to perform at. But I guarantee you will never sit at the table where I will sit at. You will never perform at the venues that I will perform at. You will forever be bottom basement. Your songs will never be able to picked up for no damn licensing. You will never write a song. You will never be on that level because you don't have that kind of intellect and you don't have that kind of writing skill. But that is none of my business. I drive it wrong. You don't even know how to record correctly. So, I mean, at the end of the day, girl, I done been there, done that. So have your party at mix. Okay, and low key, if you was really the rich auntie, why didn't you rent something like the Buckhead Theater or a better sound stage? But you that bad. You want to get this perception? It's okay. Why didn't you try to do something better? What you gonna do? Sit around here and drink your Hennessy and smoke your weed and tell a DJ to press play? He ain't booked no band. He ain't got no he ain't got nothing. All you doing is buying press lots on web shows. You ain't running no ad campaigns. You ain't doing nothing but some basic ass, bottom of the barrel, the internet market, not even internet marketing. Or you make a couple posts on Facebook and you just think the world is living for you, honey, because you put on some dress and some heels sound, and you just think that you're living. You get a little shine on a little television show, on a little television program because of me and because of Maliek, and then you think that you living your best life. Girl, all years of work scenes are boring. You would just want people to sit up there and take your money. And all them trash ass beats that you sent me. That's why we never did no damn.
What did you mean?
So when I first met Ty, and when we first were filming together, I did honestly feel like there were some things that your music is not I just didn't feel like you had a certain about stacking or left and right, or knowing how to pan and or knowing different levels. And I was saying I was saying at the time that was when we first started. That you were not on the same level as me. Now when we went to Houston, and then it wasn't just me. I did try to, and what I felt slighted about is that when the producer, which was with Jet, the producer was trying to tell, or when I was trying to tell you, well, you need to stack it, and then you need to do this, and you do that. Your exact words to me was why I left the room in the studio. You said, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't do that." And the producer was trying to tell you the same thing, that you need. Bryson is right, but you dismissed me, and everybody was just partying and partying and partying. And I do feel like you make music, but I feel like you have a lot of support. You have a lot of support and people that want to see you win. But if you get into a room with people that dragged me and told me the truth and told me the same thing, I think that you will be on a different level instead of people just saying, "Oh, you record music? Yes. You're the best, because I'm trying to support you." And I just felt like I have gone through so much torture and gone through so much as an artist, that those little fundamentals that I knew about that will make your record even sound even greater, that will bring out your sound you didn't want to, not only didn't you want to listen to, you negated me, you ignored me, and you told me that you were just like, and then you also told me that I was a one-hit wonder, and I was nothing, and I was nobody.
First of all, you already retracted.
I want you to answer that, but no, put this in. I want you to answer that. But you also.
I said you have one song.
I want you to answer that question. Ty, I want you to answer. Okay, the question. Ty, on TTV, you took shots at Bryson music. You also made mention about the Sony deal is not a real deal. Right. So what did you mean by that?
I literally said that Bryson already retracted his story of saying that he said that I called him a one-hit wonder because he said Malik told him that. So
I just said that just now.
I literally said that you had one song on Apple Music just like Jet. Malik described that and projected that just like him.
You said he had one hit.
No, I said he had one song on
meeting.
Apple Music because nobody said it was a hit. I said he had one song. So thank you. Next, he doesn't have a. Was it a hit? Because was your song a hit? Oh, okay. Next, like I said,
is any of your songs a hit?
Girl, they doing way better than you can say right now. So
the only
sit over there.
Go back to
it was just
what
I
did
felt
you
like
mean
it
about the
was
song
respect.
deal?
I felt the song. The deal is not a deal
you
with
got is keep it cute and you barely
So
doing
Malik,
it.
we gotta wrap it up.
And you
so
still know
what did
it.
you mean about the Sony deal when you said on TTV last week that it's not a real deal? What did you mean by that?
It's not a signed signature deal like I'm an artist on Sony. It's a compilation album.
Okay.
I reached out to you because I believe you make music and I want you to be a part of it. And that's what I said.
That's what you said.
Well, what I will do, and I can understand that because you may not, I'm not too sure how well versed you are dealing in the music industry. But if you have met Dominique Mitchell and if you've met the other people and the Sony executives and if you know Sony and the other people that are following me, I am an actual Sony artist. I just happen to be on a compilation LGBT album that I'm releasing, which means, no, and this is no disrespect to you, and this is the reason why I get passionate about it. When somebody goes for a music score or a music supervisor or anything of that nature, I'm in the bucket to be considered. Your music is not. And all I was trying to simply say, we're not on a different, and I'm not trying to disrespect, and I want to go to that place, but I'm just saying when I say there's different levels, I have worked hard, and I've already been signed to Warner Brothers. I have already done all those different kind of things. But it doesn't matter if I'm in the same place or not, because I didn't say that I was better. I said different levels.
I've never been signed at all, but
I didn't say that I was better.
Okay,
it's a different level. It's a different level, which means I have certain skills that are required. Okay, so what's the IRCC code? What is your songwriting organization? What is your percentage that you get on publishing? Tell me the agency that you're using for. You don't know. You're not there. That's all I was saying. I am. That's why I'm signed, and that's why I invited you to the party that I was at. That I got invited to, which was
I had my party,
right? Which is the same place.
Way better.
Okay.
Way budgeted. Way better. So maybe.
So is that the reason as to why I only sang one song in the owner before I even sang my songs on stage? The owner came up to me and said that he wanted to know who the fuck I was. I didn't have to rent no venue. I didn't have to spend no money. They asked who I was before. You took it as and took the opportunity.
You complained about not having liquor, and you complained about it being cold. That's why you got some attention.
The liquor read is not a read. I was just trying to tell you.
Not go up to the owner and say that you
at the end of the day, regardless of whatever it is, your music. Am I lying? Sir, what we're talking about is level.
Am I lying?
Your music is not on the same level as mine.
Okay, well,
and we're gonna move on.
I still want you to win. I was trying to tell you that your music is not on the same level.
So Tyler, let's move on to your event, your album release party. Talk about what was it like to see your name up there, like on the building.
I was really excited. You gotta realize, me, I've been at this music shit for 3 years now, ever since I came home from prison. And I was excited. Like, I felt like I had worked on something. Mind you, I had put out 2 projects before now, but this was the project I really believed in. I had put my all into money, time, dedication, and I was really excited. Like, that was a real standpoint moment for me.
Gotcha. I also want to talk about your performance. What did the group think about Ty performing? Because James was up, you and Bryson, like what everybody thought?
He did. You can't take it away from Ty. Mm-hmm. That Ty, he has talent. Mm-hmm. He is talented, and he gave a very great show. He did a very good. I will not take it away from Ty. I had a very good time.
Gotcha. Ty, did you invite Maliek, Roshane, and Devante out to your event to perform your diss songs about them in front of them?
No, I invited everybody because it was told that it was a mandatory event, so everybody got their own personal invite.
Gotcha.
Literally, I had kind of had a sit down with everybody personally before that had even happened. I had extended the olive branch to Maliek, but he didn't show up to handle the whole situation before I even left town, so the party wouldn't be the first time we seen each other.
Okay, gotcha.
And so I literally just invited everybody because it was my big moment, and regardless of how I felt about everybody, I just felt like they came into play in that moment, like legitimately. That's why the room was filled. Everybody that was there, I invited. It was a private event because I felt like they should be there to watch me have my moment. I had been through a lot of shit.
And we all wanted to. Like that's what I was trying to say.
It's a great thing though. This is a great leeway to go into. Maliek, you was the one that kind of like rallied the group around to do the birthday card. Was it kind of like your olive branch to Ty, you know, where y'all friendship was at the time?
Yes, like he said, he definitely had reached out to me. I think he was leaving town. I had been going away party, and I think I reached out to production when I got the text to say is something going on? Like, are we filming something? Like, what's like? I got a message from town over this and that.
Oh yeah.
And like he was telling me, I don't know anything about this. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, he sent this to me.
Genuinely wants you.
I'm gonna say this. Me and Maliek, we had never fought. I'm gonna keep saying that because all this shit is based on me and Maliek never having a problem. I fuck with this bitch. I don't care what the bitch want to throw it in shade or anything. I do look up to her. That bitch came from Alabama and started running shit in Atlanta out of nowhere. I'm gonna give her that, and I'm gonna give that to her because she did do that.
What you doing?
I'm gonna give that. No, like I'm not gonna be the bitch that take that away. I'm always gonna give credit when credit due.
Yeah,
she did
I would say that
that.
about you.
The only bitch that moved from state to state did big things.
Stop! Shut up!
This is my first time even know Maliek. I mean, Maliek.
But I knew him. Like you said, like the bitch said earlier, I read articles about it.
So let's move on to Devante. At that point, Maliek pulled you and Roshane to the side. And Roshane seemed like he was open to have a conversation. Why did you call him stupid out the blue?
Like
why?
he's fucking stupid. A fucking deer in head, like just like his friend Maliek at this point. Cause it's like, why the fuck would you believe some dumbass rumor? You've known me for this long for a fucking rumor between Ty and you wanted to my son Devante. You know me? Girl, shut the fuck up. You know David Sharp ass boyfriend, your ugly ass boyfriend. He believes dumbass shit. Believe what you want to believe. I'm too rich for all y'all hoes. Maliek, you a liar.
It was and why did you want to pull up? Because before that, I had a conversation with Devante, and he didn't give that energy. So I was like, okay, so maybe if they can get together and have a conversation, it won't go left because he didn't. What he's showing, what he's doing now, he wasn't showing, he wasn't giving
at the time.
He was like, he's very much like very fake with what he do. So he was giving me one thing, and then on the flip side, it was something else.
Gotcha.
Because he a fake ass bitch.
Fake ass bitch.
Yeah.
Devante, you claim Roshane boyfriend.
It's better than that plastic ass outfit you got.
So Devante, you claim you might get a that makeup ain't so grab the sword. So Devante, you go first.
Give me more. Give me
safety first.
So Devante, you claim Roshane boyfriend from everybody in Atlanta. Do you still stand by that, or do you got facts?
About what?
You said Roshane boyfriend fuck
everybody. Yeah, fuck everything.
How do you know this?
Girl, she got her page.
Wait, bro, boyfriend?
That what Devante said.
Oh, this boyfriend.
Okay, so you still stand by that?
You have a lot to say about Roshane boyfriend?
You said that I have a lot?
I thought you had a lot to say about Roshane boyfriend.
He said he just knew.
I just said I knew him. I didn't say you came out of him. But it's
okay, so I'm no guys. I'm following up, guys. We're moving on. You also called so Devante. You also called Roshane boyfriend ugly so many times that some people in the group have called him ugly too. So I want to ask you.
Don't play that on Devante.
No, let me finish. So I want to ask everybody, what do y'all think? Do y'all think Roshane boyfriend ugly?
Yeah.
Once I found out who the boyfriend was, because he's not ugly.
He's not ugly.
I thought he was ugly.
I did too.
Because of
I know
what
the
he was saying.
I didn't see that baby shark is.
I felt like I know if I get a man, I can show him the fuck off.
Based on
He
what people
everywhere.
were saying, I didn't see him until I saw my.
But once I found out who the boyfriend was, I was like, oh, I told you.
I saw him on camera. I was like, oh, he's cute.
Yeah. We didn't know. Technically, we still don't know who the boyfriend is. If you want to be serious. Technically, you still ain't posted.
So Ty, why did you invite? So we'll go there. So Malik, so yeah, I'll make shit. So Ty, why do you invite Malik to the party knowing your friends were gonna be there that wanted to fight him?
First of all, I didn't invite Malik there knowing to get fighted.
No, I'm saying, but you knew your friends were gonna be there.
Okay, but listen, I gave everybody in this group, and I gave everybody in my friend circle the same conversation. Do not come to my event causing problems. I paid, whether I was sucking dick to pay for or whatever the bitches want to say. I paid for that motherfucking shit. Nobody else but me paid for that shit. So I literally told everybody, if you're coming here, come here with an open heart and be here for me. If you're not here for me, don't fucking come. Because I wanted to have my moment.
Mm-hmm. And that would go into why you ran into the club crying after the fact, right?
Right. I was upset.
Yeah.
You so busy watching them try to fight.
Yeah. So I'm going to Malik. Malik, did you feel like it was set up?
I broke down that night. Literally, I was just ready to have my moment. It was my birthday. I'm 25.
I apologize.
I just want to have a good moment. If I wholeheartedly believed that my friends or you guys would have been able to coexist in a room together, I wouldn't have invited you.
I feel
like I gave literally everybody their own space. I gave Real Life Philanthropy their own group. I gave my friends their own group, and I gave my family their own group. Then I gave all the people that didn't have no connections to none of y'all, they got the regular space. I thought that by doing that, if you hoes where y'all supposed to be, y'all shouldn't have no problem.
No, but can I be honest with you?
We moving on. So Malik, did you feel like you were set up?
He could be. He started the shit.
How did I start?
On some serious shit. If you would never asked them if they wouldn't have had a problem,
that he stood up on me.
Somebody standing up don't make you have to attack them.
I didn't never say I didn't help. When he attacked him, when he stood up aggressively at me, I asked him, did he have a problem? He stood up at me. I didn't do anything to him.
You knew he had a problem.
He stood up at me.
He had a problem. You
Next question. I did know he had a problem.
Then why you asked?
Because he stood up.
But he wasn't gonna do nothing about it.
Girl, he wasn't gonna do nothing about it.
Next question.
He wasn't gonna do nothing about it.
It's organizing.
Move on. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
I was gonna play so hard.
That's
This is really not hard in real life.
Baby,
Y'all bitches that really hard in real life.
We're moving on to our final
stuff. Y'all was like real life. The fuck.
So you didn't feel like
you or your friends, other bitch sitting on the side of you. All y'all was that real in real life.
Okay, so you didn't feel set up, but tell me what happened. Why? Like what happened for the altercation?
So I was going over to get Ty to take a group picture. We were wrapping up filming, the filming portion of the event. So we were trying to take a group picture. I went over to get Ty to take the group picture, and when I was like telling him we were ready, his friend like stood up at me, very aggressive. So I asked him, I was like, do you have an issue? Do you have a problem? Something like that. And when I said that, he went to doing what he did. And
dumbass over there. That boy told you.
Girl. And this is after. This is after.
Do you feel like you probably shouldn't have went over there, or you still stand by it?
No, because let me tell you, like, this is the thing. The boy had already been writing me on social media. He done jumped in my inbox. He done jumped in my inbox on social media. He talking about like drop the address, send a opinion. He talking about he's already attacking me, like antagonizing me on social media. So when he like jumping up at me, I'm asking him, I'm like, what's the problem? I'm like, you already in my inbox like on some drop the location, like send your location and shit on social media. So when you jumping up at me in person, I'm like, okay, dude, what's your issue? Do you have an issue with me? And I never gave like no rah. I'm just like, what's your problem? Because you clearly you have a problem. I know you have a problem. You know you have a problem. And your demonstration right now is saying that you got an issue.
So and the thing about that too, everybody in the group that night did stand behind you. Even Devante, Bryson, James.
Right. We were all trying to stop it.
And that's how it's man.
So I want to move on to.
You should have told your friends that to come.
So we're moving on to your final scene, guys. We're moving on to the final scene. Ty, we're moving on to your final scene. We're moving on to your final scene.
I should have left you at home.
We're moving on to
Ty.
The best thing you done did this year is put your hands on me. That's the best thing your hands on. We are. That's the best. We are over
it. Ty, let's go to your final scene. And your final scene, you're doing your album, your album list for your album list party. So talk about what is the purpose behind the Rich Auntie?
Music is a passion for me. I literally love music. So when I set out to work on this third project, album, mixtape, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I knew that I had to prove to myself something with the first and second one. And I felt like the third one had to prove to the masses. I had to get the attention that I craved, the attention that I felt like I deserved and all that. So I literally put my time and money into it. So I wanted to make sure it was actually quality. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to just feel like I went into a booth and said some adverbs and felt like the mixer or the producer did what they needed to do. I wanted to actually give you artistry.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you accomplished that?
I really did. The love and the accolades.
What do y'all think about the album as a whole? Everybody like the album?
I haven't
listened to all of it.
Listen to it. I just like when you post and then it come up there, I like it or whatever.
Gotcha.
But I just like fully just heard it.
Gotcha. Bryson, we seen your final scene, your listening party. Mm-hmm. Talk about what that was like to see the people that you did. You invited everybody in the group, but you invited most everybody. Talk about the response to see the people that you did invite love your music, and then to also talk about why your mom was so important with them.
I thought it was more because I basically was not in a place where, even though I had music, that I held on to or I was working on, but I felt like it was more so like, bitch, I'm just sitting up here drinking a glass of Hennessy, smoking, smoking, doing whatever, and I'm not gonna release it because my mom is not here. Mm-hmm. And I felt like she would always be my biggest cheerleader. And it was nice for me to see other people that were listening to it, and then for me to be able to be vulnerable with them, and then for them to be able to understand it. It was
because everybody, even Rochelle, who was the first one, everybody came around you and supported you.
Yeah,
and gave you encouragement.
It's not as easy, and for me to deal with. I didn't necessarily deal with at my mom's funeral. Mm-hmm. When I went to the casket and my brother, my family, I laughed. I laughed. I was like, well, at least she looks good. And I went about my business and I cried for like 2 seconds. So I don't think I ever dealt with it, which is probably why I overindulged, with some of the alcohol and everything of that nature. But it was just really just seeing other people that were listening to the music besides me. Mm-hmm. And then understanding that, okay, it is good and it's okay for me to release it, and having those of the cheerleaders. And then it just made me emotional because some of the words that they were saying seemed very similar to what my mom was saying.
So what I want to do is I want to go around, we're about to close out, I want everyone to give me their high and their low this season. And we're going to start with Derek. High and low this season.
My high was when we was at Quas's apartment. I played it was genuine. Yeah, my low is when Devante and I got into it.
Why was that your low? You regret it? Just your low.
Gotcha. Next question.
Jamie.
I think my high would have been the or is the Art of People project. I signed on to the show to showcase philanthropy. That's something I do easily, and so to see that we came together and did this effort, there was a brush of fresh air for me. I don't think I really had a low. If I were to pick, it would have been Roshane and I.
Roshane got it.
It was.
Well, we didn't get to see that, so.
We didn't get to see it, but that would have been a low for me. I don't typically go out my way to make an ass of myself, and I think that night, I did. So.
Really?
High and alone. My high would be probably like the whole studio.
Oh, the first,
kind of like, because that's something I've been talking about doing, which I'm still like working on. I'm still working on like just getting that project like complete. It's like, that was something I've always wanted to do. So that was my first time ever
actually
recording anything like outside of like recording myself on my phone. Like I speak to myself and like encourage myself, and then I record it. So that was the first time for me doing it. So that was a really good high. And even like I think Daria had said like one of the phrases the other day, like keep your foot on these bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Like something and I literally like this stuff I say to myself to like you pick yourself up. So that's a high. A low, of course, it wouldn't be a surprise, would be Houston. Although I actually had two highs. My other high was what wasn't shown.
The nonprofit event.
Like working with the Norma Anonymity, like I feel like that was so great. Like Tap performed, like all of us like coming together. I felt like that part of the Houston trip was like that was great. And I hate that like viewers didn't get to really go on that part of the journey with us. Yeah. I feel like that was really good. And I felt like it set the tone. So of course my low is what else happened in Houston with me and Ty, and it's just very unfortunate. I feel like it's one of those things that kind of maybe needed to happen or had to happen. I feel like we both probably grew from it. And
Bryson.
My high, I think, was going to be getting signed and then having the listening session. And I think to be honest, my lowest, I feel where I had to cringe a little bit is when me and Kwanzaa had our exchange and realizing how insensitive how other people how I've been to other people, and I didn't realize it was that way. It was just me being reactive to me being defensive and me being sensitive, and me not appreciating her experience and other people that are in the world that are going through those experiences. And I would say that was probably my lowest point. And the lowest side, I don't think that I really had a low, because me drinking alcohol is not a low for me. That's high for me.
Well, my high was Houston, getting to know everyone.
Yeah.
And had conversation with you outside of the porch, and analyzing each and every one of you all. I really don't have a low at all, but it just like it was stuff was just low, but I ain't here, and Nick was low, and I still am here. I ain't no low.
So, Ty.
My high is gonna be my album being out. That's literally like y'all, whether y'all want to be or not, y'all know I've been working on this.
Oh yeah, it's a great album.
So my album is really literally the high. The Rich Auntie is out, baby. And really, my low is after Houston, I felt like the whole time up until Houston, everybody kept saying that I was being closed off and guarded. So I opened myself, and I feel like once I opened myself, I subjected myself to more problems. And so my low moment is me not listening to myself and staying guarded.
Gotcha. Devante.
My high would be traveling to Houston with this group of people for the first time. My low would be not speaking up for myself and allowing people to push false narratives on me and not speaking up for myself, as well as doing whether it's illegal or legal business deals with people I should have never done
Gotcha. Well, I want to thank you guys for an amazing season. For letting
Thank you, Greg.
for coming in.
Thank you, Greg.
I think you guys did a phenomenal season. I'm so excited. I also want to thank the fans, the supporters, as well as the crew that make this happen. So until next time, guys, you guys stay in peace and not pieces. Be blessed.
Bye.
Yeah. You got it for me.
Last one I had came from
Hey, actually, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I realize that I am sorry.
This is my
Can I talk to you, Mr. Houston, or you not talk to me?
Come on, Bryson. Leave it alone.
So I gotta pee. I got to pee.
Girl, I'm sitting down, girl. If I felt like you was gonna attack me, I would have stayed on my couch.
Thank you for keeping us. I got to pee. Let me go pee. Are we going out to eat? I gotta get some to eat.
You felt like we
It's real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on the mission, so it's no tea, no shade. Real life. Real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on the mission, so it's no tea, no shade. I'm on my way to the top, and I ain't gonna ever stop.